Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of TPK, the show so named so that if I do accidentally kill all of my players, I can just call it branding. Yes, welcome to The Players Keep. Woo! Speaking of those players, let us introduce you to them now. On my left, I have Pete Austin.
Hello.
Hi, Pete.
I have Dewi Gray.
Hi, Dewi.
On my right, I have Ben Fenner.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
And lastly, but by no means leastly, I have Kendall Boardman.
Kendall.
My name is Jack Fletcher. I will be your humble dungeon master for today. For those of you who are joining us once again, thank you very much for joining us. For those of you who have no idea what's going on, there's an episode 1 that you can go and watch right now. It's out already, so go and watch that, catch up, and then come and join us. But for those of you who have returned, thank you very much. Hopefully we have not got another fantastic story for you today. So with that being said, let us not keep the players waiting. Let us not keep you waiting. It is time to enter the Players Keep. Last time on the Players Keep, we saw Antonia and Willow, who were traveling from the city of Yorgan, employed by a merchant to safely escort said merchant up to the city of Dolomus. And we entered their world as they were roughly 1 hour away from the city of Dolomus. Upon arriving, they were paid 20 gold pieces each for their services. They said farewell to their employer, and they were left to their own devices to try and discover what they wanted to do within the city. But very quickly, matters were taken out of their hands. Bells started to ring throughout the city, and cries of an escaped prisoner started to ripple out from the inner city. At these calls, the gates were closed, the city sealed off to try and prevent said prisoner from escaping the city, and therefore you were sealed in the city of Dolomus. You took this opportunity to dive headfirst into this maelstrom of activity, trying to discern what had happened with this particular individual. You tried to glean some information from the local militia, the Iron Guard, that kept watch over the city of Dolomus. Unfortunately, you were not able to glean any information from them as they were far too busy and far too impatient to entertain commoners and newcomers. So they set off in order to try and search for said individual, and you did your best to try and follow them. Whilst you went ahead and did this, you searched a couple of alleyways, and whilst you were there, you were robbed, or an attempt at a robbery was made. Someone bumped into you, Antonia, and lifted your coin purse off your person. Thankfully, your traveling companion, Willow, managed to clock this, and you made attempts to stop this. And as this was going on, a new individual entered your story. A cloaked figure who would later introduce themselves as Edwin, a bald human male. They tackled your thief and managed to get your coin purse back, safe and sound, before letting them go. That was not before discovering that upon their person they had a small leather package, roughly the size of a quail's egg. It'll haunt me for the rest of my days. And you tried to discern what it was. You made some assumptions, but ultimately decided to let them go with said little parcel, and they went away undisturbed. You had a quick conversation with Edwin wanting to make his way very, very speedily, not wanting to get further involved with your business, but you asked him if you could find out any further information before they left your company. And they said that the nearest place that you would be able to find any information certainly on missing criminals, would be the notice boards that are dotted about the city. You went to one of these notice boards, And as you were looking at it, you saw a couple of wanted posters, and you, Willow, spotted an individual crawling out of the sewers. This individual, you thought, bared an uncanny likeness to one of these wanted posters. You tried to stop them, and with some reassurance from the individual known as Edwin, this individual stopped and made the choice to trust you. At which point, you all decided that you needed to go somewhere nice and quiet in order to talk things out and decide what exactly you would do. You made your way over to the Loggers District, and there you found the Stew Pot Tavern. And that is where we pick up. You are all stood outside this building in a fair order, considering the rest of the district. You've seen completely run down buildings, some of them derelict and empty. So this stands out as at least having somewhat of an upkeep to it. Beautiful, pale yellow walls are offset by dark brown wooden beams on the exterior, and a wooden sign hangs on metal hinges depicting a pot above a flame. You've just opened the door, and the delicious scents of a hearty stew waft to greet you. What would you like to do?
I think, am I right in saying Edwin's probably been here for a...
You've definitely been here for a drink, for sure.
So I'm going to pick the darkest, dingiest corner.
Okay.
And sit in it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Sure. Not trying to not be seen, but also trying to not be seen.
Wonderful. Okay, fantastic.
I mean, if it's quite all right, I would like to still be between your legs.
Yeah, by all means.
I believe you were on Edwin's back.
Yes, you were on my back.
Nestled up, yeah.
So you can remain underneath the cloak.
I'll just be clueless. I'll do what I'm told.
Aroma of
Stinking.
slightly fermenting sewage at this point is wafting around
Oh, that's
you.
true. So sorry, Jack. What's the climate? Is this poo being nice and warmed in the sun, or is it...
The sewers themselves were dank and cold.
Beautiful.
The climate at the moment in this particular region of Ilthansia is cool. It is a sunny day, but as we are in the season of Blossom Wake, there is not the intense heat that you might get later on in the cycle. So it is fairly calm, fairly cool, but sewage, no matter how long it sits in, no matter whether, it's going to start fermenting, let's say.
Very true.
The aroma around you is not pleasant, Edwin.
Lovely.
Edwin, you walk on in and you see the same sort of decor as you've seen on the outside. Dark wooden boards reach about halfway up the wall, and then the wall is coloured with this light yellow colour. Dark beams arcing through that to break up that particular imagery. There are torches, there's a bit of candlelight, and the natural daylight spilling in from the windows at the front. So it is fairly well lit, and this is accentuated by the continuous flickering of hot coals in the centre of this fire pit that lies in the room, above which there hangs a large metal cooking pot, and this is where that beautiful aroma is coming from. Something delicious is cooking away, simmering over these coals that flicker and dance like fey spirits.
Excellent. I'm going to kind of motion to Tony and Willow to follow.
Oh, just before we head
By
in,
all means.
I'm going to just grab Willow's arm.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
Well, I think we're about to enter into this tavern. Maybe have some stew because it smells great.
I mean, it does smell really nice, but we don't know these people. One of them is a murderer.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I mean, depending on... I don't know. But Edwin helped get your coin purse back. Without Edwin, you'd be poor.
There's something a little bit suspicious about him, though.
Really?
I want some food, so we're going in.
I just... Sometimes life works in mysterious ways. And when someone tackles a thief to the ground, you just have to follow them into a tavern.
I've heard that.
Sure. Okay.
Besides, he's stinky. He might have some wounds underneath all that
That
smell.
is true.
And we could charge him.
Probably won't have any money if he's just come out of prison.
It could be like a loan thing.
Like it'll pay us back. Every.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
Sure.
I'm gonna drag her in.
You walk on in, and this dark wooden flooring sort of creaks underfoot as you step in. Edwin, you find a corner. There's not a lot of very dimly lit corners. It's sort of... It's not as shady as you would want, but it is cheap and it is out of the way.
Okay.
So everything is fairly well lit, but you can certainly find a corner off to one side, sort of backing onto a set of stairs that follow on up to the next floor. You can find a round table that is set into one corner with enough space to comfortably seat you three.
Okay.
Behind the bar, you see a bartender.
Thank God.
Makes sense. Okay.
Really?
Doesn't it just? They are covered in grey and black fur, black circles around their eyes, a short snout. This individual resembles a raccoon. And if anyone would like to make a nature check...
Oh my goodness!
Edwin, I will say that you can make this with advantage, seeing as you have been here before.
Cool.
You do not see this, and thus you are
Right,
clueless.
is it going to be a 1?
We do not know.
Come on.
I got a 1.
No, it's not!
Did you get a 1?
And a 12. So
1 and a 12.
Let me just
I
see.
got an 11.
13.
Nature.
13.
Also 13.
It's not a 1.
Also 13. You all recognize this particular species to be an Iotorian.
Iotorian.
Iotorian. Iotorian. Iotorian. An Iotorian, as I quite rightly said, resembles a raccoon. They are humanoid creatures that are quick, very good climbers, very stealthy when they need to be. Yes.
I need to know how tall they are.
Iotorians are traditionally between halfling and dwarf size, so they aren't very big. You can see this individual above the bar, which is made for medium-sized creatures, and thus you presume that they are standing on some form of step in order for them to see above the bar.
Adorable.
So they are smaller than the lot of you.
Okay. Cool.
As you walk on in, they spot you, and they say, "Hello there.
Hi.
How can I help you today?"
We're just planning on sitting for a little bit.
That's perfectly fine.
Maybe have some food.
You are more than welcome to have some food. You've come to the right place. There's no better place in all of Dolomus than the stew pot. If you would like some food, it is 7 silver a bowl. And after that, every other bowl is 4 silver.
Okay, great.
And you can help yourself. You can fill your bowl as much as you please.
Okay. Well, I'll have a bowl. For sure. Do you guys want a bowl? It's on me.
I think due to this
On you.
situation, I'm going to completely ignore that and try and hide myself and cricket away.
Yeah.
Facing away from the door, so my face is...
Facing away from the door, so you're going to be facing the wall of the stairwell.
Yes, and sit down.
Yeah, totally fine.
Basically.
Take 4
Just
bowls.
throw a spanner in the works here.
Okay.
There's only 3 of you, so if you're extra hungry, you can just refill your bowl for instead of paying for an extra bowl.
She eats a lot, and it's gonna happen. So I'll just get the extra one to begin with. You know?
So much
It's just-
food for me, please.
Who am I to sniff at extra silver? By all means, they go and get 4 lovely wooden carved bowls, and they stack them up on the counter and gesture for you to take them and help yourself.
Okay, cool. I'll go and get 4 stew.
Yeah, you see there is a wooden handled ladle within the pot, and there is inside this cooking pot just this dark brown, thick, rich stew with all manner of ingredients, hunks of meat, swede, there's some potato in there. It smells delicious. Fantastic. You
Place them.
get 4 bowls of the stew. You place them in front of your companions.
Mr. Cricket, there is a bowl there for you if you want it, but I know you're doing incognito right now.
Have you got a straw?
Oh,
Could you get me a straw?
do they have straws in this world?
Some, they do not have
It's made from
many straws.
reeds.
I was going to say, if you can find straws, they're usually long, stiff, brittle, and made out of reeds. You'd have to ask.
I'm gonna go. I walk over to her. Do you have a reed?
I'm afraid I don't. I'm sorry about that, Master.
No worries, that's fine. Maybe you could get some reeds sometime. Sometimes people would like something smaller to just from. Just a little business advice from Willow.
Willow. Now, it is a pleasure to meet you, Willow.
It's alright. Oh, sorry, what's your name?
Trayfon Deckett.
Trey Farm. Trey Farm?
Trayfon.
Lovely.
Traifon.
Lovely. Well, okay, well, we're gonna go eat the stew now, but
You enjoy yourselves. You wander back on over?
yeah, I'll go back over.
May I just, if I kind of whisper into my cloak, what does the table situation look like? Does it look like maybe we can stash Cricket under the table as opposed to him being in my cloak from now on?
It's not a covered table, and so Cricket would be much more visibly seen than if they were in your cloak.
Okay, we'll leave him there then. I have no form of delivering this stew to you. I'm so sorry.
So I'll kind of shuffle. I was on your back before, right?
Yeah.
I'll kind of shuffle round. So I'm just like, are we pregnant belly or something like that? And then maybe just every now and then a wee hand comes out from the front of your cloak with a spoon. And then every now and then you just hear. Oh, that soup is good.
I would like you to make me a stealth check, please.
I like to think Tony's just sat there watching.
Has it been an hour since we've left the notice board?
It took you over an hour to get to the
Okay,
stew
that's
pot.
So where that's just pure foam,
Worth it for the lol.
pure froth. I'm back in the game.
Are you quite alright?
I don't know.
We don't need to take 5 minutes and resuscitate you.
No, I'll be sound.
Okay.
Absolutely sound. What am I rolling? Sorry.
A stealth check. I've quite forgotten as well.
That's good.
I was concerned for your well-being.
That's very kind.
Oh.
Oh, it's a 15 plus
Plus
10.
25 is very good. All things considered, that is a very good stealth check, and you manage to remain undetected by Trayfon.
I feel like even I don't know it.
Just every now and then you're like, whoa!
Whoa!
Got like the alien hand, like,
You are sat at a table. The tavern is currently empty. It is just you folk on this particular floor. You do not know if there is anyone else elsewhere.
Okay. So do we need to have a little talk?
I'm going to level with you. You seem like helpful people, and I could do with some help.
me too.
Him too. I don't know what. I just felt perhaps. I felt a kinship with the frog, and so therefore I feel like we could use your help.
So he's
And I'm going to pull out the grum. Sorry. Apologies.
Do you two know each other?
No.
Okay.
No, I've
Yeah,
never
the
met this man
kinship.
before in my
He
life.
felt a kinship to help. Okay. Carry on. I'm listening.
Okay, and I'm going to pull out the remainder of the wanted poster.
Yes, indeed. You have 2 halves of it.
Do I have both halves?
You have
of it?
you have both halves, and you have the
the
one that was after cricket.
And I'm going to kind of like look over at Trayfon and make sure I'm just like being a little secretive.
They
about
are going
this.
about the business, and they are leaving you to your business as well. They seem very set on giving you your own privacy and not eavesdropping.
Okay. Please don't freak out. And I'm going to spread
It's never good.
the wanted poster. This is for me. I am not Edwin Stowe. My name is Sigismund Olafsson. I am wanted for this crime, which, by the way, I did not commit.
Told you.
And I'm going to drop the disguise self spell that I have placed on myself. And so you see like the beard kind of shrinks and turns golden, some plaits appear with little tiny beads at the end. His eyes turn from a roomy brown with wrinkles to fresh, bright blue, and you see lots of blonde hair just kind of spilling out, golden, beautiful plaits as well, kind of spilling out from underneath the hood. I'm going to keep the hood up, but you see kind of Edwin's body change a little bit from being kind of hunched and roomy to muscular, and kind of you see chest hairs start to spread across the chest as well. And you see in front of you not a human male, but a dwarven male. Big blonde bushy beard, twinkling eyes, cheeky grin, blonde hair that comes down in plaits, and a big barrel chest, thick arms that are heavily tattooed, and you can see like a little tattoo poking out of his pectoral as well. And yeah, he's gonna just like sort of give you a shy grin and be like, I'm sorry, I wouldn't put this upon you if I did not feel like perhaps you and the Grom could help, but I have been alone for some time, and I didn't know what else to do. I need help clearing my name. Say something?
For the record, I didn't commit my crime either.
Can I insight check that?
Absolutely. Antonia, give me an insight check. Both of you roll either deception or persuasion. Do not tell us. Just give us the numbers.
Nope, that's cocked.
I hate myself.
What did you get?
A natural 1.
A natural
So,
1 for a total of
5.
5.
It's already started again.
I also rolled a natural 1.
For a total of
6.
6.
It's alright, because I rolled a 2 plus 0 for a total of 2.
Oh my
Can I join in on the inside?
Yes.
Oh my god, what is happening?
I got an 11.
An 11.
Oh, high flyer.
With a 5.
Yes.
In the small amount of time that you have spent in Cricket's company, you have seen this individual try and stealthily get out of a sewer. Sewer? Ooh, sewer. A sewer. And then immediately respond to their own name quite dramatically. And this gives you a sense that if they were trying to lie, they'd be better at it. The dwarf now before you, that introduced himself as Sigismund Olafsson, is a little harder to read.
Okay.
But from what they say, you cannot discern that they are lying.
Okay.
With an 11, getting the measure of these two, there is a gravitas to their words and a hollow look, certainly in Sigismund's eyes, that is pleading and genuine. And thus you feel like you can believe them both.
Psst, Harry.
Oh, me? Yes.
Yeah.
What?
What was your crime?
Murder.
Hey, mine too. Wait. So if there's two murders and no murderers, that means someone around this city is causing a lot of damage to people.
Oh, it wasn't in this city.
Oh, you didn't murder anyone in this city?
No, I didn't murder anyone, full stop.
I didn't murder anyone in this city.
Has there been murders in this city though? Like, who are you? What was? Let me
I have
get
no
out the
idea.
wanted
I've only
poster.
been
What was
here.
it?
The wanted poster says, bear with me 2 seconds and I will find that information for you. The wanted poster that says Cricket's name, it says, wanted, dead or alive. The criminal, Cricket the Grung, for the murder of Lady Dufana Olagiana and the crime of escaping prison. Reward 500 gold pieces.
Do we know whether she's actually? I'm guessing she's actually dead.
Oh, she's dead. She's just chopped and snipped up into little pieces.
Who is Lady Dufan?
But it
This
wasn't me.
is
It
not
wasn't me that did it.
instilling me with confidence.
No. I saw the murder. Well, I didn't see it. I saw the body.
Edwin, if you want to try and discern who this person is, you can make me a history check. It's going to be at disadvantage because you have not been in this city a long time. You two would have no idea whatsoever. You already know.
May I guide myself on this?
No, this is prior knowledge.
Ooh, disadvantage history is 9.
You've not heard the name.
Nope.
But so, if there's been a murder and you guys didn't do it, maybe we need to find out who did.
We absolutely need to
Why
find
is
out
that
who
where
did.
we go?
Well, my partner's still in the jail cell. And I've not really spent a lot of time without him. So,
Did he do it?
no, he did not do it either. We definitely did not do it. He got a tip about this fancy lady's house. It's very high up in the society. We went in, sneaking, trying to find some jewels or gold, or anything that could give us a little bit of spending money, you know. But
Fair.
walked in, and that lady was scattered around the room. I've never seen so many organs in so many different places.
May I? Does this? What he's saying? Does this remind me at all of my situation?
Make me a history check.
Whoa!
Jackety backety.
No. Oh wait, we're doing just the one.
Trust you.
Oh, it's not a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Rolling so
No
well
natural
today, guys.
20s today.
Without seeing the crime scene, you can't say for sure. On the surface, it sounds similar, but
How long ago did this happen?
Only a couple of days ago. It took me and my partner a while to get caught, and then it took me a little while to get out. But I really didn't want to leave him in there. It wasn't really my choice to get out without him, but I'd rather find out where he is and if we could get him out as well. I'm not used to being by myself. That's why I said yes.
I believe you. I do not think that this is a coincidence. There are no coincidences. Only fate. But the question remains, can you help us?
It's okay if the answer's no, but we would like to know either way.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to pick the right decision for you and for me.
So for you.
Tony, they didn't do it. Imagine if you were framed for murder. Imagine if I was framed for murder. What did you do?
We don't know them.
We didn't know each other. You helped me.
I have gold.
My hand comes out. My name's Cricket, now you know me. Actually, don't shake my hand.
Why?
It's covered in shit.
Oh. Nice.
I wouldn't shake it if it was clean either, though.
Why?
You want to see?
Do it.
I'm gonna stick my hand's gonna pop out John Hurt style again, and I'm just gonna hold a finger up there. I'm like, if you want to feel a funny feeling, touch my finger. I just heard that back.
Question: DM.
Yes.
Has
We're going downhill.
maybe it's a question to you. Do I need to make any saves or anything?
No, I've been very careful. That's why I asked if you were wearing trousers.
Ah, okay, cool.
Been very careful.
Cool. Dope.
It is skin-to-skin contact.
Gotcha.
Jesus
That
Christ.
sounded more and more like an STI every time. Skin to skin, you see.
We're gonna try and dig ourselves out of this particular hole.
I think we just got our episode title.
What, skin to
Feel a
skin?
funny feeling.
So I've got this. There's a tiny bit of bog roll, just like on the thumb.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Sure.
You feel lucky?
Not particularly.
It's on you.
Ellie.
Oh, do you touch it? I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
This is when you kill me.
Oh yeah. I could have just told you, to be fair.
Please help me. Poison's the person helping.
I love this. You could trust us, but also touch my skin.
I need to get some new dice.
I need to do something about my dice. That is a 4, so I failed.
A 4.
Yeah. Am I dead?
Yes. No. You touch just very gently the hand of Cricket the Grung, and for a second nothing happens, and then there's just an ever so slight tingling in the fingers, which turns to an itching. You start to get sweaty palms, and then your whole body starts to sweat, and you start to feel extremely nauseous. You are now poisoned for 1 minute.
I was only a minute.
Wait, you're not allergic to anything, are you?
Are you okay? Your top lip is like a water slide.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you like
I
some
just
water?
want you to remember that
It's
this
a very
is
charged episode, this.
this was you.
Would you
is
like
your
some
idea.
water?
Huh?
Would you like some water? Maybe wine?
What happened? What did you do?
Don't like whatever that was.
Well, this is why nobody really likes to hang out with me. I'm great at first impressions.
Are
As
you
soon as I-
venomous, little man?
Totally.
yeah.
Remake the save for me.
Okay. Good to know.
It
It may come in useful.
Yeah, that's why nobody really likes sticking around with me for very long.
Oh, that is a shame.
Natural 20.
You feel better? I'm sending good vibes your way.
As your body becomes slightly accustomed to the toxins that are now coursing through your body, you manage to just about shake off that feeling. A little bit of nausea still remains, but for the most part, you feel a lot better, and you start to wipe the sweat off your top lip.
My water slide.
That's right, water slide. I'm inventing so many new things
So
today.
many new things.
Straws, water slides. Well,
That was
okay.
that was gross.
So,
Sorry.
That's fine.
It's not Tony. It's not gross.
You touch him.
Maybe we don't go poisoning people who are trying to help us.
Yeah, sorry. I will warn you next time I poison you.
Understood.
Thank you. That would be great.
So, plan of action.
Oh,
We're helping them out.
I mean, he just tried to kill me.
Plan of action.
So you will help us.
Yes.
Thank you.
wait, sorry. What's your name? What's your name?
Oh, I'm Willow.
Willow. All right, Willow. Okay. Nice to meet you, Willow.
I'm Tony.
Tony, sorry and nice to meet you.
And you are Cricket.
Yes, I'm Cricket. And what's your name?
Sigismund Olafsson. My friends call me Sig.
Sigismund no laughs.
That's right. My fans call me Golden Tongue.
You have fans?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
famous?
Fame is such a silly word, but I have garnered some accolades in my time.
Cricket, make me a history check at advantage.
I'm your biggest fan.
Oh my god, sign my boobs.
What was it? History. 13.
Name rings a bell.
Dang, don't.
You say golden tongue?
That's right, yes. On account of my golden hair and powerful tongue. Pipes, powerful pipes. I'm also a singer.
Can I just get a good look at you?
So now it's just a head
Hello.
sticking out. Sorry about it.
Yeah, I thought you looked familiar. I think I've
You're a fan.
yes, I'm a fan.
Well, I'm flattered. I shall have to sing you a song sometime.
Oh, please do. You should listen to him sing.
But not now. I do, yes. I tell stories, I sing, I
Very good.
perform for the masses. Whatever you need, I can do.
He's in all the big fancy rooms. People coming in with big fur coats, lots of money.
So how did you end up in prison then?
There was an incident at the party. I made myself scarce, but was still blamed for the murders. It sounds oddly similar to your situation. I was involved with two people who apparently turned up dead the next morning.
Where do you say this happened? Because this wasn't in Dolomus, was it?
Where was this again?
I believe it was the next city over, which was Tilly Creek.
Tilly Creek.
Tilly Creek. Is that a trick?
Tilly Creek.
That's so cute.
I had,
Tillly Creek.
I had attended a party in Tilly Creek. I was invited to perform. And one thing led to another. I found myself a little merry. I was propositioned by 3 people, and I consented. I woke up in the morning, 2 of them were dead, and 1 of them was gone. And it was brutal.
Was it like, organ on one side, finger on the other?
Pretty much, yeah. There was blood everywhere. I was covered head to toe. I think there was fingers. It does not bode well to remember.
Were you harmed?
No. Strangely, I was untouched.
Where you're the lady she was a lady, wasn't she?
She was very high up in this town.
Were your people high up as well?
They were, yes, everyone attending the party was of nobility of some kind. I forget their names, whom I was involved with, but I remember there is a woman who must know answers, who went missing after that night. I'm trying to search for her, but being on the run and searching for someone is very difficult.
And I'm sorry to make you bring up bad memories, but you say that the kind of details of the aftermath were quite similar. You said you've not seen that many organs. Have you not seen that many organs?
Well, I'm, my family are hunters, so I am no stranger to blood and guts. I'm not squeamish, but this was barbaric. Not something I could achieve. I am not naturally a violent person, and therefore I am not capable of such barbarism. It was all up the walls, Yeah. There was bits of them everywhere.
Yeah, I grew up in the jungle, so I'm used to seeing predator kind of stuff, but I've never seen one lady in so many places at once.
This is a lot of information. I'm just gonna put that out there.
The only piece of information you need to know is that I did not do this, but I could really use the help finding who did.
What are you here for? Have you come here with a task in mind, or are you just here to...
Well, we just wanted to change the scenery, and there was a lady that needed help getting here, and then we got paid to get her here.
What
and
was
now
her
we're
name?
here. Daniela Shevik.
Does that name ring a bell to me? Never heard of her.
No, neither of she wasn't the nicest person. Well, she wasn't that bad.
And now you find yourselves at the loss for work?
Well, yeah, a loss for everything, really. We don't know anything around here.
I have gold. I can pay you.
You don't need to pay us.
Well-
Oh, you might need to pay us.
I don't have any gold, but I'm a very honest frog. So if you help me out, I will help you out as well.
Okay, what do you need from us?
First off, I don't know what's happened to my friend. He helped me get out, and now he's still in there. I would imagine things aren't going well for him. Now, seeing as I've recently escaped, I'm probably not the best person to go up to the guards and say, howdy, how's my friend? But if somebody else could check on my behalf, I would be very appreciated.
And I personally, if at all possible, would like to see the crime scene.
Oh, well, if you want to see the crime scene, I'm more than happy to take you there, but you're going to have to keep up.
I think I can do that.
I think I can do that.
Feels like a lot, but
Come, Tony. It is an adventure, no?
What have we been looking for?
not crime scenes.
No, but
You? Sorry to interrupt. You are a follower of the God of Mercy, yes?
Yes.
I noticed from your talisman.
Mm-hmm.
Would you not show us mercy?
We have been wrongly accused of a crime we did not commit.
Don't make me cast charm person. I didn't say that.
And I was like, just say that. I'm following you.
and we say yes.
Yes!
You coming? You coming along?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah! Yeah! All right!
I shall write a tale of your exploits, and thank you.
He's got accolades.
I'm a
That's
little
great.
famous. Just a little.
Okay, so all right.
Been eating my stew this whole time.
What do we want to do first? Do we need to check on your friend first, or do we need to go to the crime scene?
Well, I don't know what's more pressing. I'm just worried about him in case anything goes wrong. We were going to be in prison for a long time, but we were only going to be held. I don't know if they've...
So your friend has not been sentenced.
I don't know. I got out and I haven't heard much
Perhaps
since.
Perhaps that is the pressing matter.
Okay. How does it work? Do they allow visitors?
I
or-
feel like if we go up to guards and be like, so there's this person, are they okay? They will probably be a little bit suspicious of that, no?
I
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
maybe
do
it's
this.
worth seeing the crime scene first, and then if there's a way that we can clear his name, we can go to the guards with an actual offer.
That sounds... Yes, that makes sense. Uh-huh.
Hope he's not dead yet. Should be fine. Let's go. I think we should go check out the crime scene.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you guys need anything before we go? Because
I am good to go. I will need to run upstairs to my room to collect some things.
Is there a wash basin in there? Because
Is there a wash basin?
You would know that in this particular tavern there is a washroom at the end of the hall. It's communal between the rooms on that floor, and you have to ask specifically for hot water to be sent up. But there is a place for someone to wash.
You're a frog, right? And you can deal with cold water.
oh yeah,
Cool. Yeah. So,
I
given
just-
that conversation,
Just need a quick donkey.
yeah. So, given that conversation, I think me and Cricket sneak upstairs.
Freshen up.
Freshen up, literally freshen up.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna grab, because I think wandering throughout the city, I don't think Edwin had like his stuff on him, his weapons and such. So I'm gonna grab all that stuff, and yeah, rendezvous back downstairs.
Are you asking for water to be sent up to the washroom then?
Did
Yeah.
you?
Yes.
So you said hot water had to be sent up. But
Yes.
Is, there
So,
cold- is it just any water has to be
there's
sent?
no running water in
I'm
the
with you, I'm
washroom,
with
so you have to ask for water to be sent up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the spell slot and I'm gonna recast disguise self.
Probably best, as you are not recognized as Siggy in this particular tavern.
So yeah, and I'm hoping that the bartender has not recognized Siggy at all. Yeah, recast disguise self, go back into Edwin's form, and I will request some cold water be sent upstairs so I can have a bath.
Yeah, absolutely. You go on over to the bar where Trayfon is stood. You ask for some hot water. They say it'll be
Either or.
It can be hot if you would like.
Sure.
Wonderful.
Yeah, let's treat ourselves.
You get some hot water sent up. He says that it will be along in just a moment.
So sorry.
No, go on.
If we've gone upstairs, I'd just like to take 1 second to kind of go, hey, did you do it?
No.
Okay, good. I was just checking. I didn't
Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it.
Are you having this conversation at the bar?
No,
if we've gone upstairs.
You're not upstairs just yet.
Okay.
Forgive me.
I was going to say, very dangerous conversation for all of a sudden.
Pedals are going backwards.
The hump on your back to suddenly start talking. Yes, before you go on upstairs, Trayfon looks at you and says, "Your friends?
No, just me, thank you. Yeah.
They don't need a room."
No, we are very poor, so we are going to share my room, if that's okay with you.
Fine by me.
Okay, cool. Thanks, and I will head upstairs to the washroom.
He motions on up with a hand for you to go on up to the stairs, and in a couple of minutes, Trayfon brings 2 large steaming jugs of hot water.
I want to just make it clear that we are going to wait until we're alone before I
Have that conversation.
Fabulous.
Take me out.
Yeah.
Are you two going up to Siggy's room with him?
No, I was
No.
going to say, should we get a room?
Okay.
So maybe I'll go pay for the stews. However much that will be. I don't
So that will be 21 silver pieces.
What's that?
No, 28 silver pieces.
2 gold, 8 silver.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
You guys are really going to have to help me with money, by the way. I'm so terrible at that.
Sorry, me too. And then I'll say, how much would it be for a room with either like a twin bed or a double bed? We don't really mind. For a night.
Jack is looking at his prices. Rooms.
1 silver?
Unfortunately not. This is not squalid livings. So we can probably do you 1 room for 1 gold. It's 5 silver per person. So
Oh, great. All right, sure. We'll take
Yeah,
one of.
I'll give you a gold.
just for the night,
Just
Well, yeah, we might extend, but for now.
perfectly fine. I can't really sell the room while you're in it anyway, so
That's good. That'd be awkward.
that would be really weird.
Yeah, but thank you.
hands you a key.
Should we go?
Sure.
All right.
Gestures on up the
Head on
stairs.
up, find our room.
And you go on up and find your room. There is, before you, a long corridor with doors on either side, and you walk about halfway down the corridor, and your door is on the left. You unlock the door, opens, and it is a very sparsely furnished room. These are not lavish living conditions. But in comparison to sleeping on bedrolls on the side of the street in the wilderness, this is the finest settlement that you could have possibly picked.
Yeah.
You go on in, and there are 2 single beds, threadbare bedclothes, and before you, in between the 2, there is a set of windows that open out onto the street that you were on just a moment ago, so you can actually look out onto the street. Other than that, there is not much in the way of furnishings other than a small footlocker at the end of each bed.
I might quickly run up to the window and just have a look out and just see. Well, let's do it together.
Let's
Come on.
do it together. Okay.
Give me perception checks.
23.
23.
Oh, that's a big old 8. So good.
Going well.
You're going to have to start rolling
You
better
do
games.
not notice much other than what you've just seen before. You've spent about half an hour in this particular inn, and to you, the city street looks much unchanged. It's a lot quieter than when you entered, as people have sort of exited the streets with this commotion that's gone on, so it's much quieter than when you entered the city, but for the most part, nothing's changed. You, on the other hand, see, making their way towards the tavern, 2 Iron Guard, and clad in the same armour, with a blue half cape set underneath the pauldron on the left shoulder, an Iron Inquisitor. And with that perception check, it looks like they are headed to the Stew Pot Tavern.
Uh-oh. Tony. Guards come in with a purpose to the tavern.
Oh, great. Just what we need.
Come on. And I'm going to quickly bolt out my door.
Mm-hmm.
And
Where are you going? You know that they are in the washroom.
oh, they're in the
okay,
washroom. Okay.
okay.
And then I'm going to run the washroom.
You run down, and you see a door at the end of the corridor, washroom inscribed in wood on there.
I go to walk in and go,
Man,
you decent?
no. It's fine, we're all friends here, right?
I guess so. There are guards entering the tavern downstairs.
What?
Yep, 2 of them.
Shit. Frog, are you done?
Guards?
Yes.
Guards?
Guards.
Do they look like they know what they're doing, or?
Yeah. I don't know whether they know exactly what's in here, but they're here.
We should leave.
I think that's a great idea.
We should go.
Yeah.
Yep. Where?
Out the back.
Is there a back door?
Is there a back door?
You don't know.
No idea. I don't know. We should try and find one, and we should try and leave.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
You
are
can,
you still disguised?
I'm still disguised. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you change that disguise?
Can I change disguise?
If you recast the spell, you can, but you cannot on the fly.
No.
Well, it looks like we're stuck with Edwin then. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's all right. You're not wanted. Well, this isn't wanted from.
Have I come across the Inquisitors previously, or have I?
How so?
I want to know basically whether they would be able to sort of detect some magic or anything like that.
You would not know.
Okay.
So far, this method of disguise has been working for you.
Okay. Yeah.
But that is not to say that it will continue to do so if you come face to face with an Iron Inquisitor.
As soon as they said guards, I've done a little hop out the bath. Big old shake, and I'm just sticking on
Beautiful.
clothes as quick as possible.
Fantastic.
So yeah, I'm
Oh, were you
roving.
naked too?
I was naked too.
Oh,
Fuck ass naked.
were you in the same bath?
2 bros chilling in the hot tub.
Yes.
Definitely not 5 feet apart because there's barely space for one
Maybe
of you.
the tub's
Yeah,
4
you
foot,
were
so.
back to back, just scrubbing away.
Oh yeah.
How long will it,
Keep
in
it shut,
rules,
man.
take for them to get from naked to clothed?
Couple of minutes. Then it's what armor are you wearing?
Shite. I think mine is light leather armor.
Mine's studded leather, but flavor-wise,
Let's just
it was just that big waistcoat.
Mine is
10 minutes.
10
Oh,
minutes.
excuse me. As a matter of fact,
To don armor is 10 minutes.
I do not wear armor,
You don't wear armor, but you do.
but I do
Right.
wear
on- on
clothes.
So I'll
this
stick on the wee cotton pants and the shirt, and I'll be like, "Have I got time to get dressed, or should I just shove this and go?"
But we'll go check.
Okay. Give
Well, we
it.
could talk to them if we have to.
Yeah, okay. I love that. That's such an unusual
I mean,
idea for
we
you.
as in you.
Okay, yeah, I thought that. Okay, let's go. And then
Yeah.
we're going to go and just like walk into the tavern.
You're gonna walk into. You're gonna walk downstairs.
Yeah, I'm going to walk downstairs and just
Yeah.
like see what I can hear before we enter.
Okay, wonderful. You exit the washroom, start to make your way down the corridor. You get to the top of the stairs, and already you, Willow, can hear voices downstairs.
May I be searching for a back way out?
Not in the washroom. There is one exit to the washroom.
It's got any windows?
No, not in the
washroom.
Bathroom, dude.
Not in the washroom.
You need some ventilation. Come on, it's all steamy.
I'm going to try and see if I can hear what they're saying.
For this, make me a perception check.
Could I have guided myself as I walked downstairs to help me with?
For this one, I'll allow it because you are going to actively try and listen. So I will say yes in this moment you have.
Oh, thank fuck, because that's not great. 13.
13. You can hear two distinct voices. You cannot make out what they are saying necessarily. It's slightly muffled, but there are two individuals talking to each other. I will say one of them you recognize is Trayfon.
Okay. I can't hear what they're saying. But we're fine now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're fine. They're not. We are.
Alright, I'm gonna just touch my chest. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself again. I think you can do this, right?
Yep.
Confidence.
May I also?
Incredible. It is a concentration spell, so yes.
Fine, yeah.
You can pre-prepare it. I believe it lasts 10 minutes. So,
help me.
Okay, and then we'll enter the tavern.
you walk downstairs, and there you see Trayfon behind the bar speaking to an Iron Inquisitor
Is that the blue cape?
with the blue half cape underneath the pauldron on the left shoulder. You see a male, human, slightly androgynous looking features. They have slicked back brown hair with flecks of a lighter, almost caramel in there. And their skin has a beautiful, cool tan hue to it. They are currently talking to Trayfon. As you walk down the stairs, they clock you, but do not finish speaking to Trayfon. You look to your right, and the two guards that were accompanying the Iron Inquisitor are stood at the door.
Don't mind those. We're just coming down for some more stew, maybe. Mm-hmm. And we'll just sit on like a table nearby.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
And just gonna try and just listen
Okay.
to what they're saying.
And for this, give me another perception check.
Oh,
Oh,
where'd it go?
where did it go?
Oh, it's there.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
I'll
there.
take it. Oh, great. I'll definitely take that. That would be 31.
31! Wow. You hear Trayfon finishing a sentence. Just tending bar for these past few hours. No particular changes. And then you hear the Iron Inquisitor speak. Have you had any new patrons in the last 12 hours? To which Trayfon says, yes, those two individuals over there, and there's a gentleman who is in the washroom.
Oh shit!
The Iron Inquisitor nods and wordlessly comes over and stands in front of you two.
Hi there.
Greetings. My name is Inquisitor Hellis. I have a couple of questions for you regarding an escaped convict who we believe is running about this city. They are a very dangerous individual, and any information that you have on this particular individual, you would be well advised to give us
Okay.
for your own safety.
All right.
Of
We'll
course.
be happy to help.
Wonderful. Have you seen this individual? And Inquisitor Hellis pulls out a poster akin to the one that you have in your pack.
Is that a frog?
This individual is a grung.
A groan.
Yes.
Where? Sorry, a groan.
Yes, a grung. They are not necessarily commonplace in Belladrin. but they are not unheard of over here. They are similar in their appearance to Bullywug, which you may have heard of.
I'm sorry, I'm not from around here.
No,
we
we-
only came in this morning, so...
Yeah, we just got here.
What have you been doing for the past 12 hours then?
Well, we got here,
Like a couple of hours
I
ago.
know, with that Daniela woman.
We came with, what was her name? Daniela
Daniela
Chevik.
Chevik.
We just accompanied her here.
I'm not familiar with this Chevik, but
She's not a grung. She's
continue.
she's yeah, a human. I think human.
Yeah.
And then we wandered around the town. We saw some commotion. So I'm guessing that's to do with your escaped prisoner.
Yes, indeed, we have had to lock down the outer perimeters of the city to try and ensure that he does not have an easy time of escape.
Okay. And then we came here.
Came here.
We actually bumped into that human Edwin. And we had a little just chat with him, ate some stew, and then went up and checked into our rooms. And now we're talking to this fine gentleman.
I would like you both
Uh,
I haven't said anything.
to, as you were both being guarded about the fact that you have seen this individual, I need you to first initially make me deception checks.
Oh my lord.
do
I have got guidance still.
You
Do
both still
I
have
know.
guidance.
I used my guidance on the perception.
On the perception, did you not recast it on yourself as you went
So I did it,
downstairs?
the 31 that I just did was with guidance.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good noises. Good noises.
17. Natural 16 for 17.
So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's really good, but I have -1.
Yeah, but that's great.
But that's great. So 19.
Oh, was that a natural 20?
It was a dirty 20
With the guidance.
with the guidance.
With the guidance.
And then a -1.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Very, very
Big old -1.
What did you both get?
19.
17.
I would now like you both to make me
It's derailed.
persuasion checks.
What are we gonna do? I'm still waiting to know. They're here. I'm poised, ready to get. Right, let's start putting it on here.
Okay. I'm a cleric. I'm so good. I would never do anything wrong. What is it? Persuasion.
Persuasion.
17.
3.
Good.
That's fine. The deception was good.
am
Shortly.
so
Persuasive.
persuasive when I sit there and don't say anything.
What did you get on?
17. 17.
If you just keep saying the word 17,
17.
something good's
17.
gonna happen.
It might become 18 if you say
20?
it enough.
25? 61.
Chad, 17.
They raise an eyebrow as you are telling them that you are unfamiliar with Grung and that you are not from around here. Their expression softens as your story turns to one of traveling with Daniela. You are out of towners. I would like to reassure you, you're not in any trouble. We are merely making some inquisitions. But it is vitally important that if you do have any information about this individual, you give it to us now. I will inform you now that they have played a part in the assassination of the lady of this city, and thus they are an extremely dangerous individual to be running around unchecked. If you have any information, this is your last opportunity to divulge said information.
I'm sorry. I'd seen that picture before. Well, we're quite short on cash. So, I didn't know if I was going to get in trouble because I took it. But I've got the wanted poster from town. We were going to try and capture the grung and cash in the money.
You are mercenaries.
Well, no, we're new to all of this, but we just saw
Just explore.
we just saw the money and thought that we'd go for it, but
We
so
don't
I'm
know
sorry.
what we're doing.
It was like a little bit. I just didn't know if I get in trouble for vandalism.
It is not considered vandalism.
Oh, okay.
Told you shouldn't take it.
I would like you to make me another deception check. You are not telling. You are not telling a lie,
No,
but
no,
you
I
are
am.
actively avoiding the truth.
Sorry, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Sorry for that. That was a
I had no idea where you were going with that.
Really good.
You trickster.
Huh.
Oh, he just rolled a fucking natural 20. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
of course you did.
They look at the poster,
No, Jack.
and then they look at you. I would ask you to remain here whilst I interview the rest of the people that reside within this tavern. If we do not find anything, my guards will say that you are free to go.
Okay, that's fine. I'm really sorry. This is the first time I've spoken to someone of your esteemed. It's made me really need the little girl's room. Do you mind if I quickly just pop to it?
You are allowed to use the facilities.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Do not exit this establishment.
Oh, I won't. I'm just going to quickly run upstairs and head to the
Okay.
the toilet washroom.
Yeah. Okay. You do so. You will see.
I was gonna say it'd be so funny if we just silence, just sat there like.
You are more than welcome to sit in silence. You see Inquisitor Hellis go back over to Trayfon, and they ask how many individuals are in this establishment, to which, if you would like to give me a perception check, you can try and ascertain how many.
Quick think.
That was really good. 15.
15, you can just about hear that Trayfon tells Inquisitor Hellis that, including the individual Edwin that you walked into the bar with, there is currently one more person in one of their rooms.
Okay, cool.
At which point, Inquisitor Hellis starts to make towards the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is where we are going to take our break. We will pick up there in just a moment and leave our players stressing and stewing for just a little while longer. Join us after the break, guys, and we will see how well Siggy and Cricket do in maneuvering their way through this particular situation. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. And welcome back. So, Inquisitor Hellis has just made their way up the stairs. Willow, you had gone up the stairs just before them in order to try and get into the washroom. You, as quietly as you can, hurry straight to the end of the corridor, knock on the washroom once again.
Occupied. It's Willow. It's Willow. Oh.
Come in.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly go in. Inquisitor's coming upstairs now. He's asking about you. He doesn't know you're here, but he knows you're here. We said we know you, but as Edwin.
Okay, not the problem. They don't know who Edwin is. You need to hide.
Okay, where? Well, we've got time to get out of the room. Can I make a perception check for footsteps?
In the dice tray, please.
It's an 11 with perception. It's 5. 16.
16. You can just about hear footsteps, very soft, at the opposite end of the corridor.
Do we think... Sorry.
No, go on.
Do we think perhaps maybe we have time to get to my room? Without being seen?
If
One
they...
straight.
It's a straight shot to the washroom.
Shit.
So there's no way if you go out of that door, you will not be seen by whoever is coming up the stairs.
I can help. Just come here.
Oh.
And then she's just gonna she's gonna kind of place her hands together again, and she's gonna create this little like energy that starts twisting around, and she's just gonna put it over you, and then the energy's gonna twist round and round and round, and you're gonna watch as your fingers start to disappear, and then your arms start to disappear, and then everything about you starts to disappear, and I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Help me, help me!
It's okay. Okay, we're still there. You're just
Very
not
Thank you.
visible.
So, I guess come out, okay? And let's go.
Maybe he should try and get to my room if you can.
With your passive perception, you hear a sort of muted halfway down the corridor.
Sorry, is the toilet in here?
There is a chamber pot.
All right, thank you for not looking. I just really needed to go, and I'm just gonna open the door and be like, "Oh, sorry, I'll you can."
Now
They were
invisible.
chapping on another room, though.
They don't seem to be tapping on either Edwin's or yours. They seem to be tapping on another individual's room.
Oh, they weren't tapping on the washroom.
They were not tapping on the
sorry.
washroom. Sorry. That knock was about halfway around the
Oh,
corridor.
okay, so I didn't do that. Sorry,
It's quite right.
I was like, "Do you want to just follow me?" All right. And I'm like, "Thank you for not looking."
No problem.
And then
You see once again, Inquisitor Hellis flicks an eye towards you. You gather that this individual is very perceptive. Not a lot goes amiss
okay,
under their gaze.
all right.
But they are currently speaking to another individual. You can hear a lower, bassier voice within the room.
Okay. I'm gonna, as I'm walking down, I'm gonna like power strut. And really power strut my heels into the ground
Okay.
as I walk down to try and cover any sounds of.
Okay.
I'll try and match pace.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm in a heel, so
For a second, I was like,
why?
to what end?
Oh, I was
But,
straight again.
but you feathered it through for me, so that is fine.
Yeah.
It's time.
Cricket,
Yes.
I want you to make me a stealth check.
Absolutely more.
This is at advantage because you are invisible.
Invisible. Okay. Oogly boogly. Well, I got a 19 and a 20.
Let's go! Fantastic. For a total of
It's plus 10, you know.
30.
Yay. Oh, baby.
Boogly boogly.
Boogly boogly.
Jack's doing some maths.
I am double checking stats.
You say this person's super perceptive as well, eh?
Cricket fades into the nether.
I can't even find myself.
Where the fuck am
Willa,
Yes.
I would like you to make me either a deception or performance check, seeing as you are actively trying to disguise
Stop.
footsteps.
Seeing as you're sashaying your way.
I am literally. Oh, that fell out. 5.
A 5.
Yes.
That's a
She
twisted
just
ankle.
really likes this guy. She's trying to impress him.
That's a twisted ankle.
Look at me. Look at me walk.
Oh.
Oh, that's not a good face.
Or is that a natural one?
Okay. As you power step your way back down the corridor, there is a noted glance of this individual. As you're so focused on your steps and stepping in a particular way, your heel rolls ever so slightly. And they look at this, and this is just about enough to dissuade their attention from a rather peculiar walk. And thus you do not reveal Cricket at this moment. You continue on down the stairs.
Yep.
Would you like to rejoin Tony?
I might just like. Can I pop into my room?
You
on
can
the
pop
way?
it. Yeah, absolutely.
I might just like open the door to my room and just be like, did I leave it in here? Walk on in, and then just like, are you in here? Yeah. No, Tony must have it, and then shut the door and go downstairs.
Wait.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'll be taking this with me, shall I?
Fantastic.
Sweet. So I'm locked in a room.
You are now locked in Willow's room.
Perfect. Let's roll.
You're making your way down the stairs.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so you step on down and you are rejoining Tony.
Yeah, I'll rejoin Tony.
Fantastic.
I feel so much better.
What?
I said I feel so much better.
Good.
And with that, we will leave
She is a rock.
you two downstairs for a moment.
She's just been sat there in silence.
Siggy,
Uh-huh.
there is a pregnant 5 minutes of silence.
I wondered where that was going to go.
Is it going to give birth?
That's a viable phrase.
There's a pregnant what?
There is a pregnant 5 minutes of silence, and you can feel every beat of your heart pulsing through you as you try and keep your nerves from overflowing. Before. Excuse me, this is Inquisitor Hellis. Is there somebody in here?
Yeah. Occupied.
Would you care to step out for a moment?
Okay. And I have not. I can't remember. Did I say that I was putting clothes on?
I believe you put your clothes back
I'm
on.
going to take them back. I'm going to take them off.
You're going to take them off.
And I'm going to quickly dunk my head in
Okay.
the pool, just to make it look like as though I was washing myself. Just to, fully sell the point. Wrap a towel, teeny tiny towel around myself. And I think Edwin has a bit of a gut. So he's disguised himself as this kind of older dude, a bit saggy. And I'll just fling the door open. A frustrated expression on my face as though he's just interrupted me. What?
My apologies for disturbing you at this time. My name is Inquisitor Hellis. As you might have heard, we have an escaped criminal loose about the city, and we are conducting investigations to try and ascertain whereabouts this individual might be.
Yeah.
If you could spend 5 minutes of your time, and then I will leave you to your business.
Fine. Yeah, go on. What do you want to know?
They pull out a poster that you have already seen before, a wanted sign with Cricket's image printed on there. Have you seen this individual?
No. What is that? Looks like a frog.
This particular individual is a grung, yes.
Never heard of it.
I would like you to make me a deception check.
Has it been a minute? Can I still use guidance?
When did you cast guidance?
I
10 minutes
cast
in it for guidance.
guidance when they left the washroom.
It's been more than 5 minutes.
Fudge.
I will say, in this particular moment, is Disguise self is not a concentration spell, is it?
No.
Then you can have cast it again.
Okay.
You were anticipating being interviewed, so I will say that you have recast guidance.
Yeah, I'm gonna. When he knocked on the door, I think.
Yes,
Maybe
that's fine.
Okay. Ooh, okay. What were we? Deception?
Deception.
19. I've got actual sweaty palms.
It's like you've touched cricket.
It's really got cricket touch palms.
Do you know anything about this particular individual?
No, I've never even heard of a grong until today.
Sir, we have already interviewed your two companions downstairs. They have already informed me that they have a copy of this poster that they have ripped off a notice board, so you do not need to hide any information. It would do you well to be as honest with me as you possibly can. So I will ask you again, have you seen this individual?
No, we haven't seen it. But we took the poster thinking that maybe we could claim the reward for ourselves. I was just trying to... I'm very poor. I could really do with 1,000 gold, okay?
I would like you to make me a deception check with disadvantage. Sorry, no, I'm so sorry, advantage. I'm so sorry, I misspoke.
That's okay.
Your story has already been corroborated by Willows. I'm so sorry.
Can I still like guidance to this?
Have you used guidance on the previous roll?
Yes.
Then no. It's a one-time use. It lasts for 10 minutes, but as soon as you use it, it's expended.
Got you. Okay. Deception again?
Deception again.
15.
Again, you are not actively lying, but you are avoiding the whole truth.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it look like,
Absolutely.
you know,
What was the deception check?
15.
Just a 15.
Don't say just
Just a 15.
15 is like the highest I've rolled
Are you just a DM?
ever.
Big talk.
Is that those sweaty palms back again? You're allowed one.
Okay.
So no, you can't do it anymore.
You know nothing about this particular individual.
No. Alright, fair enough. I know he's a grong. I've never actually met one before. But no, I don't know anything about him. It's a him, right?
It is a him.
Then no. I have no idea. Just know that he murdered someone famous, I assume, and I could really do with maybe bringing him in myself.
I will let this one small act of deception slide. Please try to refrain from withholding any information that you have from this point forward.
Okay. Understood.
So, what have you been doing for the past 12 hours?
Bathing, mostly.
For 12 hours.
Not for 12 hours, no, jeez. I got here yesterday, and I've been wandering around the city looking for work. I'm a traveller, so I don't really have much money. I could just, do with the work. And
Make a persuasion check.
oh god, that's not good. No, it's not bad.
dice.
12?
Okay. They nod. Have you managed to find any work?
Not as yet. This is as close as I came, and I gesture to the poster.
The two individuals downstairs, when did you meet them?
When did I meet them?
A couple of hours ago.
A couple of hours ago.
Oh, flawless.
Brilliant.
Did you exchange many words? They followed you here.
Yeah, I showed them the notice board. I thought maybe, since we're all looking for work, I guess maybe they could do with some guidance. I know the city. I don't really know the city very well, but I saw the notice boards and thought maybe I should stop talking.
Please continue if you have more to say.
No, it's just I ramble when I'm nervous, and you caught me in the middle of my washing
That is understandable.
cycle.
So you have not seen the two individuals downstairs before yesterday?
Not before yesterday.
That is a it's quite the act of magnanimity for you to simply guide them to a notice board. Certainly if you are seeking this individual yourself, 500 gold, that's quite the prize. You want to split that with 3?
Sir, I am a chancer, but I'm not an idiot. I know I can't do this on my own. So the best chance of me earning any money from this guy, especially if he is as dangerous as he apparently seems to be, being a murderer, is to team up. And so I thought perhaps my best chance of catching him is to work as a team. I'm a fair man.
Thank you for your time, sir. If you can please finish up as quickly as possible, we will require all individuals to be downstairs in the bar whilst we search the establishment. And then, should we find nothing of interest, we will be on our way. You have 5 minutes. And they turn and walk back towards the stairs that lead down to the base floor of the Stew Pot Tavern.
Fuck, and I slam the door.
What are you doing in these 5 minutes?
I think I just I'll put my clothes on, put my cloak on, and I'm gonna run to my room and just try and. I don't know if there is anything that in there that would maybe reveal me as a bard, but I'm gonna try and hide that stuff if there is. Basically, anything of Siggy's, I'm gonna try and hide it. Maybe.
Where are you hiding it?
I don't know. Is there a window?
In your room, there is a window.
I'm gonna throw it out the window.
You're going to throw your things out the window.
I'm gonna kind of if there's like a bedcloth or some kind of
Yes.
duvet, I will pack some of my bard stuff in there. My panpipes, my lute, my great axe. I'm gonna tie it up, chuck some pillows in there to try and soften the blow. And
Okay.
Chuck another
Wonderful. I will say now that your window opens out onto a side street. Not a main street, but it is a street that people would use.
Okay. I'm not going to throw it out the window.
Okay.
I am going to... I will take my loot and I will quickly... and see if anyone else was there. They would see this kind of blue hand covered in tattoos appears in the air. And I'm going to mage hand it out of the window and drop it gently.
Interesting. Are you just dropping it below your window, or are you trying to...
I'm going to try and find someone to hide it.
Okay.
Just kind of like behind a pillar or...
There's not a lot of detritus that you could hide it behind, but seeing as it's in a cloth, what you can do is, with Mage Hand, you can set it up to look simply like a piece of covered cloth that is covering some
I will...
wayward items.
Yeah, if there's any kind of debris, I'll take that and pile it on top of it with the mage hand.
Okay. No, I'll say that's within your arcanic remit, and thus you believe you have disguised your personal effects as best you can.
I will keep my hand axes though, because
that's fine.
And then I'll look at the loot, hand it off to the hand, and can I maintain mage hand after
You can.
Yeah.
As a bard, you use arcanic melody that is a part of your training to manipulate frequencies within the arcanic, which is the magical essence that pervades the world.
I will, in which case I will switch from playing to singing, just kind of like humming a little.
Exactly. You don't necessarily need to be playing a musical instrument, and also once the cast once the cast is spelled.
Let's
Once the spell is cast, you can then maintain that without necessarily having to maintain the tune initially. It is the initial casting of the spell that requires some form of performative element to manipulate that arcanic melody.
I will do the same with the lute then. I will mage hand that down.
Fantastic. You do so. Placing it just underneath the sack, you dispel the music. You close the windows, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
And where are you off to next?
I guess I will go downstairs.
You make your way back downstairs, and whilst you have been seated downstairs, there is about 5 to 10 minutes in which there is just a very uncomfortable silence on the ground floor. After this, a rather disgruntled half-orc comes down the stairs, looks rather sleepy and bleary-eyed, and is in a foul mood. Purely, you can see that on their face, purely by the way they walk. They are upset at the prospect of clearly being woken up at this hour, though it is mid-afternoon at this point.
Same.
Something we can all relate to. Early mornings? Fuck that.
Absolutely.
They go and sit at the far end of the tavern, well away from everybody, seemingly trying to get as far away from the Inquisitor that woke them up, that is still upstairs. Speaking of which, they come down within a couple of minutes afterwards, and after 5 minutes, you see Edwin come down. Inquisitor Hellis then looks at the two guards, flicks a gesture to them. One of them starts walking from the door up to the Inquisitor. The other one steps in front of the door, remaining a bastion between you and the outside of the tavern. And Inquisitor Hellis and the Iron Guard soldier then motion to Trayfon to guide them upstairs. Would anybody like to do anything in this particular moment? Or are you just going to wait and see what happens?
Tony is just sitting in silence. She's living this awkward silence.
How many guards are left downstairs? Sorry.
There is one singular other guard.
One dude. Oh, God.
Want to kill him?
I'm gonna... Can I...
It's an option.
Well,
I will sidle over next to Willow and Tony, and I'll sit next to Willow.
That's a good choice.
I can do something about that guard if you think it's worth the risk.
What?
I can make him extremely friendly to us. Hopefully.
If I look at the guard,
Mm-hmm.
can I have a look at his concentration levels of how he's like staying?
I'm going to say now there is no way for you to ascertain how well he is, how good he is at concentrating.
Oh.
What are you trying to? What are
Just
you
like,
trying to
I'm
achieve?
trying to see, like, because obviously they have to be quite regimented.
Yes.
So I just want to examine how well he's being
Oh, okay.
regimented.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I
not
misinterpreted
trying to look
what
for his not any.
I've got you.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got you. I've got you. Yes. Make me an insight check.
Oh, whoa. Okay. 25.
25. You see this individual, a dark brown skinned elf with dark brown hair that is tied in a tight ponytail that flows down their side. They are in the standard Iron Guard attire, and they are just looking straight at the back wall behind the bar. They have their hand affixed to the hilt of their short sword that remains on their side, and they are not moving. Back is extremely straight. You can see she is unmoving.
I mean, she's doing her job very well. But maybe wait to see if things go a bit shit.
If they find Cricket, we're done for. You know that.
Okay.
He's in... Where is he?
I don't know.
Well...
I'm putting him in my room.
He's in your room?
He can get out the window. I mean, it's up to him. I've known him He got out of the sewer.
Have it.
I'm sure.
Backup plan.
Okay. This doesn't go well. We knock him out. I can get in contact with Cricket. Question: in order to cast a message, do I need to be able to see the person?
You do not need line of sight, but you need to point in the direction that they are. So you need to have at least somewhat of an understanding where they are to attempt to cast this spell. And if it fails, you've no idea if they received it, don't reply, or if you've not cast the message properly.
Okay. Here's what I think we should do. I will try to charm the guard. If that doesn't work, we knock him out. We don't kill him. We knock him out. And I will message Cricket to tell him to jump out of the window. We will rendezvous around the back of the inn. Either that or we wait for Hellas to come back. And who knows what happens.
I think we wait.
Not yet.
We might charm one person at a time.
It might be okay. They don't know it.
Cricket can't be seen right now.
Okay.
But I feel like he's not a quiet person. He a person? It's person.
Of course she's a person.
No, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm still getting over the fact that I spoke frogs to him.
It's okay.
I think we'll know if he gets caught. And then we can just save our necks.
All right. I will hold off for now.
God, I feel selfish.
I suppose if we leave before Hellas comes downstairs, that will only make us look more suspicious.
Exactly. Right now we're fine.
I cannot get caught.
I think he likes us, you know.
Hold fire.
He does not like me.
He likes me.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. So I think we're gonna work.
He's rolling. What's he rolling for?
We were whispering so quietly.
Yeah.
You were whispering so quietly.
Literally.
With that being said, Cricket,
Can I ask a question, Jack?
you most certainly can.
okay?
Ask away.
I was about to ask when you were leaving. I was going to ask how long invisibility lasted. Do I have any inclination as to how long it will last, or am I just praying that I'm going to stay visible? I'm happy to not know. It's just in case I may have.
You can make an Arcana check at disadvantage,
Oh,
and I'm being generous.
yeah.
It's unlikely that you will know the answer, but
No, I'll just run with it then. I'm happy. Yeah, I'll just run with it. Sweet. So I'm just in the room.
you are alone in the room. There are 2 single beds, 2 foot lockers, and there is a window that opens out onto the front of the tavern.
Oh, sound. Okay, yeah. Game on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
In-
in advance of. Oh
No.
I'll see
Go
where
on.
it's
Go
at.
on. Go. Hit me.
Okay. If I do hear someone coming up the stairs and I've not heard anything from my new friends, can I open the window in advance? Just leave it open.
Yes, indeed. There is no word from your friends in the next 5-10 minutes.
Bastards.
You can hear footsteps outside. Occasionally there is a murmur. And then after about 10 minutes, there is silence.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything in this particular moment?
I'll have a wee peep out the window just to see how plausible this is
Give me
escape.
a perception check.
May I have messaged Cricket at some point after Hellas left? Just to kind of retcon that a little bit.
I'm going to say no. You did not in the moment.
I forgot!
17 for perception.
17 for perception. What specifically are you looking for?
I suppose there's no like porch or anything underneath.
There
the
is
window.
no
It's a clear
there's no
landing.
balcony and things like that, but I will remind you, you are a grung and you have a climbing speed.
Yeah. No, I just meant there's not like. So if I do like a dive out the window, I'm not gonna.
It's straight drop to
straight
the
down.
street.
And it's
You
from
are
street
only a
to main
story
street.
above, though. You're on the first floor, so it's roughly 10 feet down.
Yeah. It's a main street.
It is a main street, this one.
Is it busy?
With that perception check, you can see that it is not as busy. There are still some groups of Iron Guard going into abodes. Occasionally you see an Iron Inquisitor with them. There are some civilians from the city of Dolomus that are making their way through, going about their day. It is a lot quieter, as Willow and Antonia saw before. The streets are a lot quieter since all of this hubbub has gone on. People are still having to go about their day, but now people are actively avoiding the streets because the Iron Guard are out in force.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so how do we look out the window? I've worked out my escape plan. I'm probably just pottering, waiting.
Have you opened the window, sorry?
I've opened the window, if that's
You
okay.
opened the window. Okay.
Your stuff's not in your room, is it? No. There's nothing for me to play with then. Yeah, I'll just wait.
Another 5 minutes goes by.
Go ahead.
You start to hear commotion from the room to your, if you're facing the window, to your left. In the next room,
would that be like if they were coming up the stairs?
Towards the stairs.
So they're going through it. Okay, I'm with you. I don't know what that noise is.
You can make a perception check if you'd like to try and discern something.
Yes, I shall, Jack. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Go ahead. 3 + 5 is 8.
8. You can't quite discern what's going on.
Hanky panky.
It could be. You never know. I will say you are not an idiot, however. In this particular situation, you can assume that rooms are being searched. There is commotion going on, and it is next door. There are Inquisitors in the tavern. They are looking for people, and there's a lot of bashing and not clanging, thudding going on in the next room. You assume that the room is being overturned.
Oh. I quite like my friends. I don't want to run away and leave them. What I'll do is I will jump up and I'll stick to the ceiling above the door.
Ceiling?
I'm just going to be like here. Hopefully they'll have a lovely search around eye level.
You do so.
Fuck off again.
With almost a soundless, you stick to the wall and you just hold there. 5 minutes go by. And though you have a climbing speed,
Yes.
this is still physical activity that you are trying to maintain.
Oh, okay, I'm with you. Yeah. Go ahead.
I would like you in this moment to make me an endurance check.
Oh, yes.
For those of you at home who do not know, an endurance check is one of my homebrew rolls. It is a constitution-based skill to try and give people a chance to see how well they can endure certain activities. This is you physically trying to just cling on to the wall and fight the gravity of your own body. So, an endurance check. It's not going to be a high DC. Not for the first one, at least.
First, endurance check of the...
First endurance check of the campaign.
Jackety-dackety. And that is middle of the road, 12.
12
Yeah.
is fine. The DC was 10. Oh, yes. It's not a very difficult DC.
Okay.
As time goes on, things are going to get more difficult. The commotion in the room beside you stops. You hear footsteps. A lock in the key in the door. And there you can see Trayfon Deckett, who steps into the room, swiftly followed by an Iron Inquisitor and an Iron Guard soldier. And they go about searching the room.
Beige dice.
Jack.
With advantage.
He's so fucking nonchalant.
He's got a great poker face.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he just?
Trayfon opens up the 2 footlockers. Empty, as Willow and Antonia have not placed any of their things in there. They drag those to one side. They take off the thin, almost mattresses. Unfortunately, they are not the plushiest. And they toss those to the side.
High quality cardboard.
They then upturn the bed frame that both of these mattresses have been placed on. And you can see that this wood is in a slight bit of disrepair. Joints are loose and wobbly, and these frames are fairly rickety, indicative more so of the caliber of establishment that you are currently in.
Yes.
They find nothing. The Iron Guard leaves. Inquisitor Hellis takes one last look around the room. Did you say you opened the windows?
Yes, it did.
Inquisitor Hellis goes on over to the windows,
You fucking... Okay, yeah.
places their hands on the windowsill,
Yes.
looks right, looks left, looks down.
Can't stand the tension.
They place an arm on the windowsill, brace themselves, and they look up.
That's what I was worried about. Yeah. That's what I was worried about.
They bring themselves back into the room. They look up to the ceiling. I would like you to make me another endurance check.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Well, that's alright. I'm just going to roll this dice and it's going to be
Exactly.
absolutely...
Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
What was it? Endurance?
Everything's gonna be fine.
8 plus 1 is a 9.
It's a 9.
Yes.
That is a failure.
I had a feeling.
I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw.
Yes.
Natural 20. It's going to be the naturalist of
It's-
20s right now.
Straight roll.
Become a monk and everything's fine.
Oh, no. Happy.
Plus your strength save,
Yeah, which is 0.
Okay.
So that's an 8.
an 8.
Crap. I've got great choices and terrible rolls.
Should have gone out the window, dude.
I didn't want to leave you. I didn't
message.
message.
No, message you saying leave.
With your arms starting to quiver, you desperately try and hold on. And one hand just falters for a moment. Yeah, finger by finger. Frog pad by frog pad.
Frog pad.
And you slip. And you fall.
Oh no.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Easy.
Fall on his. Try and fall on his head and knock him out.
If it's proficient, it's not with advantage. It's just proficient.
Just proficiency.
Okay.
Come on.
Ooh, it's a 15 plus 7.
A 15 plus 7. 22.
Yeah.
So you look cool when you fall.
But I'm invisible.
That is a success. And thus, I will allow you to make a stealth check. This is not at advantage, because this is purely you trying not to make a sound as you fall.
Racking up the stress here, lad. It's an 8 plus 10, so an 18.
Okay.
I forgot you had a plus 10.
She's got
I was like,
hella
another
perception,
8.
though.
An 18.
Oh my god.
As they look up...
So sorry, Jack. How does Hellas present?
Say again, sorry?
How does Hellas present?
They are a male but have androgynous features. They are not fully masculine presenting. They are looking up at the ceiling. As they cast their eyes over and past you, you fall and land. And to most people, your landing would be imperceptible. Unfortunately, the Iron Inquisitors are trained for one thing and one thing only, and that is to track down certain individuals. You see Inquisitor Hellis draw a blade slowly. And wordlessly, they motion to the guard to come and stand in the doorway.
The guard.
The guard exited, but did
door's
not
open.
go away, for they were waiting for Inquisitor Hellis to finish within the room.
Okay.
Inquisitor Hellis draws a sword.
As soon as I see the sword going, I'm gonna sidle. Realistically, I'd sidle towards the door until I saw the guard in the door. So
Okay.
maybe call 5 feet that way.
Okay.
And then rest of my movement just creeping towards the window.
So you're going to go towards the window.
Where is Hellis in relation?
Hellis is 5 feet from the window.
Okay.
And this room is about 10-ish feet across. So there's about 2.5 feet. This is not a big room.
Yeah.
There is about 2.5 feet either side of Hellis in which you could potentially sneak past. I would like you to make a stealth check. This is now with advantage.
Disadvantage?
Advantage.
¿Por qué?
So you are now actively able to move stealthily. As you fall, you are not able to disguise your sound so much, but you are invisible. So with that, that was just a straight roll. You are now on the ground. You are in control of yourself, and thus you can try and walk as slowly as possible to move stealthily past Hellis. So this is a stealth check at advantage.
Sweet, okay.
Stop it. What is it?
Don't worry. We won't go with the 3, shall we? We'll go with the 20.
Natural 20.
Natural? Oh my god.
Plus 10.
For a total of 30.
You love to see it.
Oh, that was perfect timing, you know. Perfect timing, you know.
Plus, he's got a 40 passive perception.
Oh,
He's taking a picture.
alright.
He's taking a picture. Plus 11 to perception, do it.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be like one over you. With every fiber of your being
Every single fiber.
moving as slowly as you have ever moved,
Oh my god.
you pad your way to the right side and press yourself up against the wall. With every second feeling like an eternity, you eke your way towards the window, and Hellis takes a step in to
Towards
the
the
room.
middle of the room.
They gesture for the Iron Guard to step through the door. It is in this second that you choose your moment to slip by them. You think that you are soundless as you move past, and you get within spitting distance of Hellis. And as you pass them, they do not turn around.
Yeah, sneaky bastard, man. Oh, man. Chill this guy out.
There are some times where you've got to enjoy being
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. No, 100%. Oh.
You are not free and clear yet,
No,
however.
no.
In this moment, what are you doing?
I want to just bolt, but that would lead them back to you guys because I'm in your room. I suppose, stealthy as I can still, I'm just going to try and angle myself so I'm ready to dive through the window, if anything. I know if I jump through or climb up on the window frame, I'm probably going to make a noise, so I'm kind of poised.
I will say,
Go on then.
in this moment, you are still using that 30 stealth check
Yeah.
if you would like to attempt to climb out the window. Or, if you prefer, you can stay in the room. Bearing in mind, if you are climbing down or want to stay on the wall, that is going to be another endurance check. The DC is reset to 10.
Yeah, okay.
Because it is a different instance.
Yeah, I think I shat myself a bit there, so I'm going to get out of here.
You're going to get out of here.
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
it. I feel it. Tingly. Okay.
Moving as silently as you physically can.
Gonna go.
Where are you going? Up, down, left, right? Where?
How wide's the street?
The street is very wide.
Is it okay? Sorry.
The street is roughly 15 feet across.
Oh, I'd feel safer up. I think I'm gonna go.
You're going to climb up.
Yeah.
You step onto the windowsill. And as you do, Hellis brings their sword in a low arc behind them. And were it not for the fact that you had just stepped on the windowsill, they would have cut deep into your chest. They swipe low, taking a knee as they do it, and you can see that their sword hand the sword tip in their sword hand almost touches the wall to the right, carving this 180-degree arc where you were stood.
Sure. So they... Okay, yeah.
As nothing reacts, they stand up. You start to make your way out of the window, and you silently climb up this wall. Brilliant, Foley. What's your passive perception?
15.
With a 15, you are not very far away. You hear the quiet and unmistakable shh of a sword being put back in its sheath.
Okay.
And then you hear footsteps. And then of a locked door. Are you continuing up?
How,
Not very far. 10 feet. To the roof.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back to the room.
You're going to go
But
back to the room?
I'm not going to go straight in. I'm going to see if she's snaking me.
The room is empty. Or so it seems.
Oh my lord, Jack! What is all this
That's a
tension?
rude sentence. That is a rude sentence.
So it seems. So it seems.
Play D&D, they said.
No, I'm taking it. It's safe enough. It's safe. Oh, I'll perch on the windowsill, and then I can sneak off again if I need to.
Okay. And there you sit.
Oh my god.
30 minutes go by. And you would know that you have 15 minutes left on your spell, Willow.
So do I.
Imagine if I just...
And as the bile starts to rise in your throat, as panic sets in, you see Inquisitor Hellis marching down the stairs with an iron guard in tow, Trayfon Deckett, the Iatorian, and no one else. They nod. Inquisitor Hellis nods to Trayfon, and they come over to you and say, they address the room, as there is also Edwin and this disgruntled half-orc, and they say, thank you very much for your patience. We will allow you to now go about your day. Should you see or hear anything about the individual that we are after, please report to one of the Iron Guard or an Iron Inquisitor and give over what information you have. Good day. And they march towards the front door. The Iron Guard, this Sun Elf that was posted, steps to one side, allows them to pass, and then after Inspector Hellis and the other Iron Guard soldier make their way out, they turn and follow suit, and the door behind you. For now, it seems, you have escaped the scrutinous eye of the Iron Inquisitors. What would you like to do? At this point, you, from the windowsill, can hear down and to your, if you're looking into the room, down and to your right, you can hear footsteps as the Iron Inquisitor and the two Iron Guard make their way down left, down the street from where you came, and they go to the next building and knock on the door.
Okay.
So you would now know that they have left.
Sure, okay. Just for peace of mind, this is the inn. I'm looking at the inn. They've come out. They've gone that way.
So if you're looking out of the window, they've gone down to the left.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm locked in though still.
You are locked in, yes, but you can now move away from the window should you wish, as you know that the room is clear.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall we get our stuff and head out?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
Just swing by my room quickly.
Just so you know, my stuff is outside, so I'm good to go.
Okay.
Sure.
When we eat, we'll come up to ours when you're ready.
I'll come with you now, just in case there's anything you need help with.
All right.
I announced to nobody in particular.
You can see that the half-orc has immediately gotten up and stormed back up to their room.
Sleep well.
He's a grumpy guy.
Wonder what his story is.
You'll never know.
As he walks off.
You might know. You could actively go and ask him. I say that like you do not have power enough to go and speak to this person.
As he walks off the screen. he just
You go up the stairs and he's disappeared.
And then
Scribbles
we go
down there.
upstairs.
You go up the stairs.
Yes.
You go on up to your room. Edwin, are you going to your own room?
I will quickly jump to my room, yes, and
Yes,
collect anything.
that is on the opposite side of the corridor, so yours opens out to a different street. And you go on in and you shut the door. We will get to you and how you are going to retrieve your items in but a moment. You two, you unlock your door and go in, and you can see that your room has been upturned. Your room has likewise been upturned, Edwin.
As soon as I hear the key, I'm
Yes.
shitting myself again. I'm just going to jump back up to the ceiling.
To the ceiling, you do so. And you go on in, and the room is empty.
They left in a mess.
They have left it in the mess.
I paid a gold for this.
Well, does it look to be like there's any blood?
1-star review.
Make me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Ye olde TripAdvisor.
Yoli.
Ye old go-ogle reviews.
Yelp it.
Stop.
15.
15. No blood.
Mr. Cricket.
Oh, is he?
Mr. Cricket.
You see Willow and Antonia below you.
How tall's the ceiling?
It's not that tall.
Okay, I'm.
Roughly.
You can tell me if
8 feet high.
this is. So I'm on the wall, all 4 feet. I'm gonna let go with my hands, so I
Yeah.
swing down. It's just my feet. Is how far away is my head height upside down from Willow's head height standing up?
How tall are you?
Like 5'7".
There's a couple of inches between you, so you are just above Willow.
Are you about to Spider-Man kiss?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Antonia, you may want to give them some time.
What's happening?
Your hat stay on, or
Oh yeah. So as I swing the hats, yeah, I'll catch the hat. But my mouth should be inches from her.
You're sorry, so you are above Willow. Willow is not very tall, and neither are you. So you are. Hang on, how tall are you? 2.5 feet,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you are
5'7".
5. Oh no, okay, no, there is a tiny bit of overlap. You could probably kiss them on the forehead.
Oh, what? Poison them. I was gonna just whisper into their ear, but from 2 inches away.
Yes.
Could you give me some warning next time you're coming in this room?
Sacred flame.
Siggy's just backing away like,
Yeah, you do just hear this little oh.
Cricket. God, you little grunt.
Is it safe?
I think so. They've left.
Make me visible again. I can't remember what I look like.
2 seconds.
What the fuck was that?
Drop. Concentration.
And I'll just be hanging from my toe pads.
This bright green, bright-eyed grung, upside down, makes direct eye contact with you as they just appear out of nowhere.
We need to clear your name and fast.
I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I feel well protected.
Okay, good. They didn't spot you then? No?
As if. I was fine. I didn't even palpitate once.
Okay, great. All right. Well, apparently, Ziggy threw his stuff out the window.
All right.
So he's just gonna get that. But I think we need to get moving, and we need to crack this case wide open.
I mean, this is now the safest place in town because they've checked it and they think I'm not here.
True. And they think we're after you.
Yeah. So if we want to take some time to make up a little plan of attack.
Okay, great. I like it. Tony, you can put those secret flames away now.
love that.
Shall we get Ziggy?
Brilliant.
So,
Let's collect.
All right.
precaution,
Are you headed downstairs to wait for Siggy?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And you head on down the stairs. Sigismund!
Forgive me if I'm now visible.
Yes.
Oh.
You've got a long skirt on, haven't you?
He's forward and to the point.
Stop it, you.
I do, yeah, it's long. It's like down to my ankles.
And you're 5. I'd probably fit.
How leggy is Willow?
How
I think she's got like.
She's all leg.
She's got
Yeah,
thigh-high boots on.
This is
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah,
This is
she is
very
leggy.
true. We've seen that character art. They
Let's
go,
go all the way up.
I will not finish that sentence.
don't. She's respectable.
Yes, fantastic. We'll say you can just about fit.
Just like stilts. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold inner thigh.
Oh.
My feet will go on your ankles, and I'll just kind of
No
nibble
skin
along
to
as
skin
you-
She
contact.
kind of takes a moment as she experiences that sensation for the first time.
It's truly odd.
It's uncomfortable.
Okay, but it's fun.
I would like you to make me an acrobatics check as you walk down the stairs.
It's just like,
Ooh, no, 22.
Oh, wow. Actually, really good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You've practiced this.
With that, you can just about make your way down the stairs and you take up your usual spot in the corner booth, as it were, on the ground floor of the Stewpot Tavern. Sigismund,
yes.
what are you doing?
I think Siggy's just packing away the rest of his stuff, anything that wasn't bard related. And I think I'm going to get my stuff that's out on the street after we leave.
Okay.
So I will.
You will have to go
circle back.
around.
Yeah, I'll just
Fantastic.
whiz around, grab that stuff in a minute.
Okay.
Everything else that I'm packing is just like my brewer's supplies, my smith tools, everything that's not vaguely bard related.
Fabulous. You gather your things.
Ah,
You check that your accoutrement that you left outside the window is still there, and it is. You can get that in just a moment. And you head on down and find your companions. Hello.
very quickly before, how long has it been since the guards arrived? Roughly.
It's like 13 minutes.
It's
at
been
least
it's
45.
almost an hour. At least 45 minutes.
Recast this guy's self then in that case.
Launch it, yeah. Spell slot.
Burn
Did
it through
it?
them
Did
spells.
you not drop it whilst you were in the? Oh no, sorry. You dropped it whilst you were in the bar. Did you drop it in the washroom?
I don't think I did, no.
Because you thought about changing, but you were like,
Yeah.
that'll better.
So it's probably faded by the time that you get to your
Yeah.
room,
So you're just packing, and as you see the
and
tattoo
you
start-
just suddenly see your own form.
shit, and just like disguise self.
The panicked bard casts a spell.
Beautiful.
God, what if I were
You recast the spell, and once again you assume the visage of Edwin.
Edwin?
You head on down the stairs,
many
and you take your place in the corner table of the Stewpot Tavern, where you will sit and plan what your next step is. And with that being said, I think that is the perfect moment to end this episode here. Thank you very much to Kendall for some exquisite comedy moments there. Thank you to Ben for some clutch spell work there. Thank you to Doey for some fantastic deception. And thank you to Pete for allowing me to build the tension way past what was morally acceptable.
That was D&D edgy.
I know.
That was serious squeaky bum thing.
Yeah, very much so. I'm very glad. And of course, the biggest thank you to you at home for watching. Join us next time for episode 3 of The Players Keep, where the players keep trying to go without being noticed. Let's see if they are successful. But for now, keep on keeping on, adventurers. Peace and love. Good night. Thank you.